One of the guiding principle or organization of mine is drawdown.org. It's for a technical nerd like me. It tells us what exactly the science of everything. And it might surprise you. You know, we think we're doing something, we're doing it right. It doesn't really matter. There's a lot of misinformation, there's disinformation. We have a whole conference on that Thursday in the Carpenter Room. So I'd like everybody to make a note to come to the Carpenter Room on Thursday. But one of the organizations I follow is drawdown.org. This is something you want to write down, drawdown.org. One of the things I learned about 3 years ago, that educating girls is one of the sixth most important thing in addressing environmental issues. And so you guys have seen the project going on next to us. They're really heavily into using food-based, food waste, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna bring Chonnie back on, and she's gonna tell us about the updates for the day and give us a status report. And another round, like I say, another round of applause for Chonnie. You have no idea how hard she works.
Good morning, everybody. So when I was a little girl, I believed I could do anything. Be a scientist, be a farmer, be president, but not everyone believed that, right? So in many corners of the world, girls are still being told to stay quiet, stay home, and stay small. But what if I told everyone in this room that the most powerful solution to climate change might be found in the dreams of a 12-year-old girl? We often talk about climate change through the lens of carbon emissions, renewable energy, or policy change. But today, I want to talk about something radical: educating girls. Not as a charity act, not as a soft issue, but as a core climate strategy. According to Project Drawdown, educating girls and securing women's reproductive health could reduce up to 85 gigatons of carbon emissions by 2050. That's more than onshore wind turbines, more than electric cars. Why? Because educated girls marry later, they have fewer children, and are more likely to raise healthier, better educated families. They become leaders, scientists, farmers, and environmental champions. In fact, studies show that women in leadership roles are more likely to protect land and push for sustainable policy. Consider Vanessa Nakati from Uganda, who started her climate journey alone and now inspires thousands. Or the all-girls solar team in Nepal, lighting up villages where power lines cannot reach. Or a 10-year-old North Texas girl, planting food, building hydroponic towers, and teaching their communities to eat sustainably. These girls aren't waiting for change. They are the change. But here's the catch. Over 130 million girls around the world are out of school. That's 130 million climate scientists, engineers, innovators, all silenced before they could even begin. Poverty, gender-based violence, child marriage, and lack of access to basic needs like period products, and safe transportation, these are climate issues too. Why? Because they block the very minds that could help heal our planet. So what do? We invest, not just in schools, but in ecosystems that let girls thrive. That means scholarships, community-led solutions, policy change, and funding grassroots organizations led by girls themselves. It means changing the narrative, Girls aren't just victims of climate change. They're the frontline defenders. So let me take you back to that little girl. She had a big dream. She wanted to save the world. And the truth is, she still can. She already is, but only if we give her a chance. So today, I challenge every one of you to educate a girl, equip a girl, trust a girl. Because if we want to cool the planet, we have to start by lighting the fire inside her. Girls save the world, that's just not a statement. That's a climate strategy. And I am very, very proud to present the winners of the 2025 initial Girls Save the World Challenge that was awarded yesterday. And this is Team F, right? And I will give them the platform for a great hot minute to introduce their pitch to you.
Thank you. All right. 47 million individuals all across America face food insecurity every single day. Now, 47 million might not sound like a big number, so let me reframe that for you. If all of these people in America alone struggling food insecurity came together and created their own country, they would be the 32nd most populous country in the world, more than Argentina, Canada, and Australia. And humans aren't doing the best job at keeping this intact. As we often waste food, we waste water and energy like it's endless. But the world reminds us every single day that it's actually not. So we thought as a team, what if a house could be more than just four walls? What if a house could grow food, recycle waste, save water, and even fuel itself? Introducing the house that feeds itself. My name is Isabel Jung.
My name is Aishwarya Nagarajan.
My name is Dia Kumar.
And my name is Harshini Ganapati.
And our house not only grows food, it recycles waste, it saves water, and it powers itself. It's not just existing, it's a living ecosystem. And it doesn't feed itself only, but it also in turn can feed us. We'll tell you within this presentation how our house, the house that feeds itself, can turn food waste into food access.
So when you look at this house, you can see that it's not just a house, it's life. It's living and breathing. Take a step inside and you'll see our hydroponic vegetable garden on the walls. What is a hydroponic garden? Well, it's a garden that runs only on water, without a speck of soil. To understand how this works, let's take a look at our countertop. In here, we have a small drawer that you can pull out and put all your food waste and food scraps. It goes directly into the anaerobic digester. What is an anaerobic digester? Well, it's a closed system where specific bacteria, in the absence of oxygen, turn these organic matter into biogas and liquid fertilizer. And I know that sounds gross, but trust us, your plants will love it. The liquid fertilizer goes directly into the hydroponic garden system, and the biogas goes to the stove to heat and cool the house. It's a closed-loop system, so the fuel becomes food, and the food becomes fuel. So when you live in this house, you're powered by yesterday's leftovers. Moreover, when we take a look at our roof, it is another extension of our hydroponic garden, which helps to insulate the house and bring more sustainable energy as well.
All right, so now I want to direct your attention over to our table. So for our table, we wanted to create a design that works over time. We believe that every part of our home should work just as hard as we do. This is why, when creating our table, we made one with a multi-purpose design that incorporates numerous sustainable elements. This is why our table is not only for dining, but also for eating. As you can see, in the first compartment of our table, we grow kale. Kale is a nutrient-rich and dense food. In the second compartment of our table, we grow mushrooms. Mushrooms thrive in low light and moist conditions, so they're easily able to survive. Therefore, both of these foods do not require any sunlight to survive and can easily thrive in this table. Our table creates a dining space that produces what goes on the plate, while also creating an environmentally sustainable alternative. Now I want to direct your attention to the stylish table covering you see on top of our table. This is from a brand called Beyond Leather. Beyond Leather's mission is to convert food waste to food access, and they do this by using upcycled apple waste and converting it into vegan leather that is 91% bio-based. This is not only an extremely durable material, but is also environmentally sustainable. When we continue to further develop our house, we could also incorporate this in chairs, couches, and other types of furniture. Now, when it comes to our building materials as a whole, I promise you we did not settle for standard. As you can see, our house is surrounded by 3 main walls. All of these walls are made out of particle board from a brand called River Recycle. Particle board is made out of natural river sediments and wood fibers. It is durable, safe, and most importantly, reduces fire risk. This is especially important for our tiny home because our stove runs on methane gas. The particle board in our walls helps keep our home safe, keeps environmental impact low, and promotes increased sustainability.
Now, despite having all of these things, no home thrives without water. So we added our very own water collection system to the side of this house. It stores and collects water from the environment as naturally as possible and feeds it into the hydroponic garden inside. Additionally, by utilizing the eco-peel on both the back and side window panes of this house, it allows for sunlight to fall naturally into this house, brightening up the place and giving the hydroponic garden the energy it needs to thrive. Now, as 47 million people in this very country struggle with food insecurity, this house is not just sustainable, it's circular, as it gives each and every single one of them the hope of finding their next meal as safely, nutritionally, and sustainably as possible. Because our house is the perfect example of small space and big impact. And this house is not just the model that you see in front of you today. It's a vision for the future, our future, with the house that feeds itself. Thank you.
Okay, so they had roughly 4 hours to build this. They built it, they had the idea, ideated, and rock stars that you guys are. We are so excited to give each of you the winning $2,500 cash from Independence Gardens to not only equip you and provide you additional education resources. So we will be giving this to you, and I have Constance, who is one of our advisory board members.
Congratulations, lady.
Congratulations. Ashwarya, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good job. Thank you. Take a bow. Shade's yours. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. So what you're going to see this afternoon is all the girls are competing for a $1,500 prize that is based on Archimat's some of their design process. So they're still competing this afternoon. So after around 1 o'clock today, each of the 4 teams here will be doing their pitch presentations for you as well. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Chonnie.